right, here we are. It's Best in Class Reveal Day. So excited. Happy May 4th, everyone. Welcome to our virtual stage. I know normally we would have been on the big stage at Sandia Resort, but here we are today celebrating Best in Class 2020. We are so excited to be here today. I just want to say there's nothing like celebrating the best of the best. These are three amazing programs that have really just highlighted the foundation's mission, and that is just supporting students' potential, making sure that they have everything that they need to have great student achievement. And here we are, best in class. The foundation is excited to say thank you to all of those who supported Gold Bar. I know it didn't happen, but you are the partners that make this possible today for us to award $15,000, $10,000, and $5,000. We'd like to thank TIG, our award sponsor, for hosting us today. Thank you very much, and for making Best in Class possible. We also want to say thank you to all of those who intended to attend Gold Bar, who bought tickets, who gave sponsorships. Thank you to those who converted all of those purchases and sponsorships into donations. That's what's making today possible. I have a great group of presenters today, and I'd like to introduce them quickly. And if you would like to put a thumbs up or wave your hand when I mention your name, I would really appreciate it. So all of those out there know who we are talking to. But we have Rick Sleater, our 2019 Best in Class winner. We have Jim Lujan from TIG. Jim, wave.
Oh!
We also have Jazzy, who is one of our foundation board members, our development chair, and also with TIG. These are our presenters this evening, or not evening, afternoon. So anyways, I also have our last presenter, and she's going to speak next, and that is our 2020 Best in Class chair, former Best in Class winner, Christy Snell.
Hello, everyone. Again, welcome, as Shannon said. My first order of business today is just I'm going to have a brief overview with you of the nomination process. So it starts with the 4 years of grant histories that are reviewed by where we review potential candidates, and they need to fit into 2 key criteria. Their program has had positive and measurable impact on students. And the second criteria is that their program has the potential to grow and be sustainable. The list of candidates was followed up to see if their programs were still running strong. And for those that were, site visits were scheduled. The APS Education Foundation's Board of Directors Disbursement Committee reviewed the candidates before and after site visits, and then voted for their top 3 who became the nominees. The community voted for their favorite program online between April 20th and May 1st. My personal experience with this has been just unbelievable. We had the honor of being chosen for Best in Class in 2018 for, excuse me, our Makerspace project. The funds we received help us to sustain our program and to build it to where it is today. The Best in Class Award played a huge part in making our ideas a reality. The program is still growing strong. The students are creating, engaging, designing, and building their futures through their own innovative ideas. The Makerspace is their creative space. They are engaged in learning something new every day. I've had so much respect for what the APS Education Foundation has done for our school and other schools in APS, and the support they provide for our schools through the various grants and the Best in Class Award. None of this would have been possible without the APS Foundation's support. Now, fast forward to the end of last summer, when I was approached by Lauren and asked to be the Best in Class chair. I was honored, very nervous, and excited. Knowing the commitment of the people involved in the foundation and seeing its value to the schools and students, I knew that I wanted to contribute and be a part of the Best in Class process. I said yes, and I'm so glad I did. I had no idea until going through this nomination process what amazing programs are out there in APS, what our dedicated educators are doing to engage their students, and the innovative ways teachers are including every student in their classrooms. The site visits to the schools and the classrooms were inspiring to see firsthand. Congratulations to all of the nominees. You are already winners because of your dedication to your students. With that, we're going to introduce our nominees. First up is going to be Christina Rincon, Adobe Acres Elementary School. Christina, if you'd like to share a quick overview of what the program is and some of your successes in the program, we'd love to hear from you.
Okay, so my grant was Celebrando Cultura con Literatura, which is exactly what it says, celebrating culture through literature. Hopefully we all see how interconnected we are and relevant it is for our kids to be culturally literate. The money actually went towards an amazing amount of books. I have this one here. My students were working with it online, the graphic novel of The Diary of Anne Frank in Espanol. We had purchased books mostly in Spanish and English. We're a dual language school, and some in Diné. Occasionally we will have some Diné speaking students, but the culture is rich here in New Mexico. So a large collection of culturally relevant books, tools for assessing and making sure that our students are progressing in reading in both Spanish and English. Two of my favorite parts were meeting local authors that we brought to our school. Jen Cervantes, Jimmy Santiago Baca, Cynthia Grady, and Vonda Nelson. The students, for them, authors are real rock stars, so they loved having them. And then our big culminating event was our Kids Are Authors Day, which this year, unfortunately, was going to happen on April 9th. So, but it is something that we're going to be continuing annually, where the kids produce their own book, and then the community and families are invited in to see it.
Great, thank you so much. Okay, we're going to move on to Miss Michelle Perez, Highland High School. Michelle.
Hi, how are you? So I'm Michelle. I teach at Highland High School, and at Highland we have a large population of newcomer students, which would be refugees and immigrants. As a high school, we can't purchase any materials, reading materials, anything else below a 9th grade level. So that is a real challenge, especially when students come in not knowing the alphabet. So I received a grant of $25,000 and purchased a leveled library, pre-K through 6. And so it's sets of 6 books, and teachers can check out 6 at a time. It's fiction and nonfiction. And with this grant today, I want to expand that and give more focused materials to our different departments as far as history, science, social studies, math, just so they can really target and get the materials they need to help the students in their class. So I'm trying to expand it so that it can, every teacher can have exactly what they need to help their kids in their class.
Thank you, Michelle. Next and last but not least, we have Carol Leyendecker. She's with the APS Gifted Education and she's the liaison. Carol.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me, and thanks to the foundation and Christy for having us. The 3 E's of school-wide enrichment, engagement, enthusiasm, and enjoyment allow an opportunity for all students to experience enrichment beyond the general ed curriculum. Our 240 gifted education teachers work with the gifted students on IEPs, and in addition, they provide other high-achieving, highly motivated students a chance to be in talent pools on a weekly basis. Finally, enrichment clusters allow all students to discover, explore, and learn about topics that are personally interesting to them. Providing choice improves performance and helps attendance and behavior issues. These clusters lead to improved motivation and exploration, which can be a catalyst for deeper thinking and learning. Since starting the SEM in our schools, More than 3,000 students have been seen in talent pools, especially at our lowest socioeconomic and poorest performing schools. The Best in Class money will allow our fabulous team, Jennifer Rochelle, Tom Sloan, and Brooke Beggio, to continue to provide professional development in identifying and serving underrepresented students across the district. Experts in the field of gifted education will provide information and support for teachers and administrators in carrying out this important work. We appreciate the consistent support we receive from the foundation in helping us do this daily. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to move on now. I would like to introduce to you our Best in Class winner from last year, Rick Sleater.
Awesome. Thank you. And welcome to everyone attending this prestigious Zoom. Last year, I must confess, I didn't know much about the Best in Class. I first learned I was a nominee when right in the middle of teaching my class, I was interrupted by my principal, Martine Sandoval, and Associate Superintendent Troy Hughes. Now, as a teacher, you never know what to think when your principal and superintendent walk into the classroom. And I truly believe that they secretly enjoyed watching my stress turn into unbounding excitement as the foundation staff walked in right behind them to announce that we were nominees, one of the 3 finalists. It was awesome. You see, I had this dream where my students could take real world action with community partners in ambitious project-based and service learning. In the program of study I dreamed about, students created, conducted research, participated in actual fieldwork and volunteer service with local, vulnerable, and economic disadvantaged community groups and associated National Park Service locations. Through your support, winning the Best in Class is making these dreams come true. Using their voice, students are able to establish a real world explorers mindset. With this grant, I've been busy building a classroom and mobile makers lab that serves as an authentic science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematical education delivery system. Now, I personally invite each and every one of you to come and see this lab. Well, after social distancing rules have been lifted, of course. It includes 21st century technology like a photogrammetry station, 3D printers, a laser engraver, all used to support the work from the students' projects. Now, this year, students were making plans to expand the project possibilities. Before closing the campus, we were weeks away from going out to work with the Navajo, the Diné community living in Canyon de Chelly. That same community hit so hard during this pandemic. And although we couldn't go out into the field, my students were still closely following the people they were going to work service with. And believe me, it has changed their lives in a very profound and meaningful ways. More than ever before in this crazy upside down world, students need to understand how our ever-changing and interconnected world works in order to function effectively and act responsibly. I'm humbled to be included in the amazing group of educators awarded the Best in Class, and that includes Major Mark Hendricks, Alma Ripley, and Christy Snell. To today's nominees, winning this award isn't an end. It is the next chapter. Like those that came before you, we will go out and mentor and collaborate and network. You will share your challenges and your successes, not only with other educators, but with the community. Our job's not easy, and implementing new things makes our jobs exponentially more challenging, but all that much more rewarding. Now, to get started, find ways to make sure you share your story with as many people as you can. Tell them about your students. That way, their stories of struggle and success become all of ours as well. Now, it is my privilege to introduce a man whose amazing enthusiasm and sheer joy is going to bring a smile to your lips. Jim Lujan of Technology Integration Group. Jim, will you please announce this year's winners?
You are so awesome, Rick. Thank you so much. I have been honored and humbled to present for the last 3 years, since the very beginning of the Best in Class, the winners of this award. I've been on the stage. It was so awesome having everyone come up. The superintendent was there. Everyone, just waiting to see who out of these amazing group of selfless inspired, ridiculously crazy educators doing things above and beyond their pay every day, in and out for their kids, and I get to present to the best in class. Wow, it's humbling. I'm grateful. I love every one of these people that stand up and do things that are so amazing for their kids, to give them a better future, to give this world a better future. So thank all of you. Thank you, Christy Snell. Thank you, Major Mark. Thank you, Rick. Thank the thousands of teachers that we have in APS that care for the multi-thousands of students and the even more greater community, their families in our city. We are honoring the heart and the soul. Sorry, you guys rock. So the first, where's my text?
Third place.
The third place winner and the most amazing people in our state, in our city, for $5,000 to continue what they're doing is Adobe Acres Elementary School. Yay! Woo-hoo! Way to go, Adobe Acres. Our second place winner really worked hard, has a very diverse background, their students. For $10,000, we love to award the amazing Highland High School. Yay! And we're not sure about the first place award, but if you haven't figured it out yet, for $15,000, the people that serve our gifted and special education is APS Special Education Department. Way to go, guys! Yo! Rock on. Thank you all very much. And thank you for all that you do, teachers. We love you.
Congratulations, everyone. At Gold Bar, this is always, I'm probably not supposed to admit it, my favorite part of the event, but I think it is truly a favorite because even here in our office with just a crowd of a handful, it's still really fun and exciting. So on behalf of the Board of Directors for the APS Education Foundation, thank you to all of those who participate, to our teachers, to our students, and to those who donate. And if you didn't know, Mr. Slater was my teacher in 10th grade. And to just prove that teachers plant seeds, he said everything I had planned to say, which is, in these weird times that we find ourselves in, the one thing that will be true and the silver lining is that all of our teachers and students for APS are at home right now thinking of these really great ideas, maybe stemming from what's ever happened to us now, what's going on. And so when the next time the world sees something change like this, it'll be an APS community member, someone who graduated from APS that has the solution for it. So if you're able, if you're willing, and when you consider giving, we ask that you consider the foundation, because I am certain we will have many great ideas from teachers and students in the fall that will come to us in the form of grants, and we want to be able to make those come true for everyone so that we can do this again in 2021. So thank you, everyone. We appreciate it. Stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, and we'll see you on the other side.
Thank you, everyone.